Hi, Chad here with Purple Collar Life. Still snowing here in Northwest Pennsylvania, but yesterday we actually had a break from the snow. Instead of snow, we got 4 inches of ice. Now, when I say 4 inches of ice, I'm not talking about solid ice. I'm talking about ice balls or ice pellets. All day long yesterday, we got those ice pellets. So they did accumulate. It wasn't a solid structure like a solid ice piece. I'd say it was actually worse because they were like little tiny ball bearings and they're underneath this snow. So last night we got about 4 inches of snow on top of the 4 inches of those little ice ball bearings. This is a 2002 Honda Foreman ES. I've got the state plow on it with that angled blade, angled upward, and then I can tilt it. I used this to plow for about 18 years before I got the snowplow on the John Deere 2210. And this exact type of plowing situation I always called a trip hazard. I refer to this type of storm or this type of snow on the ground as a trip hazard because we've got those several inches of ice or thick slush that's frozen underneath snow. And what happens with this snowplow, you can see I've got the springs on here, and those are trip springs. They're a safety feature that keeps you from damaging the plow or the four-wheeler. So if you come up against a curb or something like that, these springs kick, which keeps you from damaging as badly the plow, the four-wheeler, the transmission on the four-wheeler. So it's a really good function. The problem is with this kind of snow, when you've got that ice underneath, the blade catches on the ice, tips forward, and then it just kind of lays like that. So we're gonna see today if this is trip hazard plowing, or if I can plow with the four-wheeler, or if I need to get the John Deere 2210 out with that heavier blade. So now you can see why I call it a trip hazard. This blade was tripping forward a lot. There is adjustment here, so I could tighten these bolts down, which would stretch the springs a little further. That's actually supposed to keep it from tripping quite as much. What I've found though is that that breaking point, the point where the springs first start to break, that's the point where they're the strongest. So once I stretch them out as I adjust these bolts down, it actually trips a little bit easier in my experience. I know that's not how it's supposed to work, but that is, in my experience, with this driveway, this four-wheeler, this plow, that is what happens. But this type of snow, you know, it's not very often we get this where we've got lots of ice or frozen slush underneath snow, but this is the worst kind of snow to try to plow because of this exact issue. So you probably saw the bigger blade tips a lot less easily, which is good, helps me push this snow a little bit better. But those springs, even though they're more heavy duty, and the blade, even though it's heavier, in this type of snow, they do trip. Now, I don't have anything in my driveway that I'm, worried about hitting, so I kind of wish they weren't quite as trip happy, but I do totally see the purpose for safety reasons. If you hit a curb or, a stump or something, that could damage the plow, the tractor, or the machine in any way, you certainly would rather have that trip function on the plow than no trip function. I don't know if you can see or not, but this is how high the snow was when I just walked over there to place the camera off the side of the driveway. So just about to my knee. So nice and warm in here with that heater on. I just got the fan on level 1. I don't think this kind of snow is easy for any snowplow, but I've never had a snowplow on a truck. So those of you who plow with the pickup truck and a 7-foot or 8-foot plow, let me know, does it do the same thing on this ice? Does it catch the edge and twist the front end of the truck around? Because that's what's happening here. The front end of the blade catches on some of this ice. This is just all ice. It finds somewhere and catches, and then it just slides. If I've got an angle on the blade because I'm trying to push to the side, it just slides me over to the side. Hard stuff to push, definitely easier with the tractor than it is with the four-wheeler. I talked in a video last winter about relief pockets. This is one of those relief pockets. I need to get it cleared out. What happens is when you have a long driveway like ours and you're constantly pushing snow to the side, it starts to build up and up and up, and eventually you can't push the snow any further over. So what I like to do is push some angled plow marks into the side here. That gives me a relief pocket so that when I'm coming down the long driveway, that snow has somewhere to go every once in a while. So probably every 50 yards or so, I try to make a little relief pocket And then when I'm able to, on days like today, I push that relief pocket a little bit further back so that the next time I'm plowing, that snow has somewhere to go once again. So now that relief pocket will help me the next time I'm plowing. Well, that was absolutely some excellent tractor therapy here on the John Deere 2210 with the snowplow. And really, you know, I don't mind the snow. I like being out here plowing it. I don't actually mind driving on snowy roads. It's the other people I worry about more than myself. But try to stay off the roads on days like today when it's that mix of ice and snow. It was nice to be able to spend some time here in the driveway getting this all cleared out. It actually turned out really good. I can still see, you know, I couldn't get clear down through that ice. But I talked earlier in a video about getting that snow pack that lets you plow a little bit easier. Well, now that I've got most of the ice off, this is a really good snow pack. It'll let me plow the driveway a lot easier with future snows. You can see it's still snowing right now. Probably have to plow again later tonight. The other thing this would be great for, runner sleds. If you like videos like this, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, and we'll see you again the next time. I'm actually really impressed with how that turned out. Tractor did a great job. Almost looks like a runway cut right through the middle of the woods here. Our driveway goes through the middle of the woods to get to our house. Looks good.